All right. Good day, everyone. Good afternoon, good evening from anywhere we are joining for. Once again, my name is Wireframe. We're working together on this again this evening. And in today's class, we'll be looking into one of the very important key roles in UI UX design or probably product design, which is wireframe. Which is wireframe. In any things that humans do on earth, we just need to plan. It's just our ideas that, I said in the last class that it's our ideas that, that give us whatever we have on earth today. Someone think about, okay, what if we join this together and use it to make something that humans can be sitting on? And that is where the idea of chairs come. And I think someone wrote a book and he titled that book, Idea Rules the World. Idea rules the world. It's your idea that will transfer people's world. And let me just tell us today, as a designer, a trendy designer now, humans are waiting for you out there in the world because you are one of the creative, like I mean, a creators that God have put on this world for you to liberate some certain areas that someone they have not even touched since the beginning of this world. So therefore, once the idea comes, you just need to just plan the ideas, the flow of the idea, how the idea is going to look, and how the idea can actually benefit women in the world. So that is the reason why we just need to look into this topic because it is one of the crucial topics that we need to look in when it comes to UI UX design. So I will try to just run us through a brief slide before we now try to just do some certain thing regarding wireframe, which is the topic that we have today. I'll be sharing my screen shortly. Please just bear with me. Please, is my screen visible over there? Please, is my screen visible? All right. I think I also have a monitor screen here. Sorry. Like, all right. So we said we are looking into wireframe. And first and foremost, what is the definition of wireframe? Wireframe simply means a blueprint of an app showing structure and layout without design. You know, wireframe is more like you picking up your pen from your pocket and looking for one scratch paper while you just try to just sketch what you have as an idea on the paper. Again, it's just like picking up your pen, try to just sketch out that idea that is flowing on your mind. So that is actually what wireframe is all about. That is all what wireframe is all about. Moving forward, why wireframe matters? Like, why is it matter? Why is it matter? If you look at into like if you are like conversant with engineering, probably structure, you know that you discover that before any building is being erected, even if they did not have like a standard or a professional architectural drawing or structural drawing, the building must go through a sketching even before they just try to just bring out the structures from the foundations even to the roof for the finishing. So the reason why wireframe is matter is it helps us to plan our design very well. Meaning that if there's one beauty thing about planning. Planning make whatever you are doing make it very very effective. It save time, improve clarity, and guide developers or engineers, software engineers. So wireframe is very important. It helps us to plan our design and it saves our time, it improves clarity and guide developers. There won't be any kind of guesswork again because they have a blueprint already that they are working toward. They have the color, they have the font size, they have the font weight, they have the button size and all. So there won't be any guesswork again because they will just go straight to what they ought to do. That is why it is known. That is why wireframe is very important. Moving forward, we have like three types of wireframe, which is the low fidelity, the mid fidelity, and we have the high fidelity, which is the final design. What is low fidelity? Low fidelity actually means the rough sketch. I told us earlier there that you pick wireframe is just like picking up your pen from your pocket and getting a kind of rough paper and just sketch out whatever ideas you have on your mind. Okay, so now the low fidelity is just like a rough sketch of the ideas that is running through your mind. And no, we move to mid fidelity now. Mid fidelity is just like clear layout. That is when a kind of layout is being being invited into wireframe, whereby we just try to pick some shapes, gather them together without colors, just pretty layout. Okay. And when we talked about high fidelity wireframe is the final design. The final design, the way your design is going to look like, all together, the font size, the font color, the size of the buttons, the background colors, and all content that needed to be inside that product or you are planning to just fly up. So that is that about the types of wireframe that we have. We have low fidelity, which is rough sketch. We have the mid fidelity, which is what? The one that give us the clear layout. And we have the high fidelity, which is the one that give us the final design of the product we are planning to build. Moving forward, these are the key elements of wireframe. These are the key elements of wireframe. We have layouts, we have content blocks, navigations, and action, which is CTA. What we mean by that is layout, clear arrangement of whatever content we are putting into our frame. Content block, structures, alignment of all what we put into our design. Navigations, how we move from one screen to another. Okay, I move from login screen, once if I click on login should direct me to what? To the dashboard. And say something about action. What is action? Action is any clickable button you click on and then move you to another screen. Action is any clickable, be it just text button or clickable button that direct you or move you to another screen. So that is action. Those are the key elements of wireframe. In any wireframe, be it low fidelity, mid fidelity, high fidelity, these elements they should like come out in any wireframe, especially when it comes to high fidelity wireframe. All these listed elements should be should be in there. Moving forward, said basic rule. These are the basic rule we need to just move along with when we are planning our wireframe. We need to use grayscale only, grayscale only, especially when it comes to mid-feed, which is mid-fidelity wireframe. We need to use grayscale only, no image, just keep it what? Simple. Just keep it simple. Moving forward again, shapes used. These are the shapes used. We use rectangle, for image and cards. We use line, that is for dividers. We use circle, that is for icon. We use text, that is for label. All these are listed use shapes that we're trying to just I try to list out here is just what we use to represent one thing or another on our wireframe. Like rectangle, we are using rectangle to represent image. Since it is not our final design, we are using rectangle to represent image or cards. We are using lines to just represent dividers, and while we use circle to represent icons, and we use text to represent labels. Moving forward, these are the user flow of any wireframe for any product. These are the flow like user flow for any wireframe of any product. There is no product out there that doesn't like move in line with this flow. The first thing probably you just download a product on Play Store today, and after you've downloaded and after the installation, once you click on it, the first screen that will pop up to you is what? Is a splash screen. That splash screen is the screen that will be telling you about, giving you about a short story about the product, whereby it's going to be showing the product logo and the name of the product. And after that splash screen, we see onboarding screen. And from onboarding screen, we go straight to login screen or sign up screen. That screen is kind of two-in-one screen. We have the sign up and what? We have the login screen. And from login, if you log in, you are moving to dashboard. If you sign up, you are moving to dashboard. So inside dashboard, when you get to dashboard, so that is when you can now navigate to any screen that you want to navigate. Be it your settings screen, probably is a kind of banking product. Probably you want to navigate to your provider, you want to navigate to history screen, like your transaction and screen. Probably you want to navigate to your card screen, your statics screen, and all. So that is that about user workflow. Moving forward, this is what, like, as a designer, you now as a designer, this is what should be on your mind, like designer thinking. Okay, number one thing that should be on your mind is that what is the goal of the screen? I mean, what is the goal of this screen that you are designing? What do you want to achieve with that screen? Number two is what action should user take? Okay, you must make these two things, make it clear to your users. Make the goal of that screen, make it clear, and make what the goal of each screen, just make it more easier for your users to understand. Okay, the another goal is also what action should user take. Each screen should be very, very easy for users to know what is the next thing for them to take. If you look at the login screen and the sign up screen, it is different. If you look at many sign up screen, below the sign up screen, they will say already have account. They will not say login. That login will be a kind of text button. So they are trying to tell you that probably you have an account before. So there is no need for you to create another account to sign up again. Just click on login and you log in. And if you look into some sign-ups, into some login screen, probably this is the login screen that you just meet yourself. You can just click, if you want to click on, they will tell you again that, okay, don't have account. They will tell you sign up. Okay, this is an action that that it is very clear to users that, okay, these are the steps that this screen is telling me to do. Now you get to your dashboard. Your dashboard is telling you, okay, transfer money, buy utility, buy data, buy airtime. So each screen, you must, as a designer, you must make everything easier for the user, especially when it comes to actions. Your actions must not be confusing. They must understand every point that you are setting out on your design. Moving forward, screen breakdown. These are the breakdown of the screen. We have the dashboard, balance, action, transaction. Okay, this is the dashboard. These are the things that should be on your dashboard screen. We have the balance. Okay, it will make sense that a user just log into his account or her account and discover that he doesn't see his balance. The first thing that we just do is, the heart of that particular user will just fly out because he expects himself or herself to just see his balance on the screen. But a user just enter the login, like he just enter his dashboard and he couldn't see anything anymore. He will be like very scared. So balance is one of the things that should be on on our dashboard. Actions. Okay, actions in that context is just that, okay, what next do you want to do? Do you want to buy data? Do you want to pay utility bill? Do you want to you want to pay remittance and all? Another thing is transaction. You should be able to see your transaction history. what you have done so far with that particular app, what you have done so far. You should be able to see the history of what you have done so far. Moving forward, in login screen, it is very important for you to have emails and password. Why is it important for us to have that? Probably, you are designing a product and you just write, probably just maybe it's banking app like this. You just try to just say they should just enter the account number and the password. When a user is having challenges with their password, it might be very, very difficult for them to reset password. So automatically, when you are designing a login screen, there should be an email, there should be a phone number, either of those like option for you. Like you just add it to add it to the screen. And because this is why you're adding it to the screen is that if probably your user forget their password, they can actually use that all these details to just get back their password by resetting it by clicking on forget password. Them clicking on forget password, they need like the back end of that product needs a particular place that will receive the setting link, probably an OTP or a link that the user can actually use to reset their password. Moving forward, we have spacing and alignment. Keep spacing consistent, align element properly. Keep spacing consistent, align element properly. So those are the two things that we just need to just work towards when it comes to spacing and alignment. Moving forward, I have like Figma, these Figma setups, like our steps, Figma steps. Like in your Figma, you have your frame, you have add shape, you duplicate shape, screen. So those are the steps that we just need to take note when we get to Figma interface. Moving forward, we just have another thing we have here is like you are like to design, you are to have this screen wireframe. You need to have your login, you need to have your splash screen, your onboarding one, your onboarding two, your onboarding three. Your onboarding screen should be 3, splash screen 1, onboarding screen 3. So after that, you have sign up screen, you have login screen, you have dashboard, and you have your provide screen. These are these, I think, 8 screen that you are going to sketch out as an example for you. And we do it this way. This assignment is going to be in form of low fidel. In form of low fidel, if probably we are able to just walk through midfield today, that means that we're having 2 assignments. We are going to like the assignment is going to center on low fidelity and mid fidelity. So those are the 2 assignments that we have to do today. And these are the common mistakes that beginners like do and all designers make when it comes to wireframe. Too much of details. They have colors, poor spacing. No, 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 no. When doing wireframe, when you are like trying to you are planning your wireframe, you don't need too much of details because this is just midfield. And again, you don't need too much you don't even need color or spacing. Your spacing must be very, very professional when you are trying to plan your wireframe, be it low, especially mid and high fidel. So the pro tip is start with structure, not beauty. That I want us to have this on our mind, at the back of our mind. We should start with structure, not beauty. We move from structure to beauty. If you look at, sorry that I'm using this career or professions as an example. If you look at the engineers, I mean the structural engineer, they first make the structure. And after the structure, they roof the house, they do the plastering. After the plastering, they do the painting, they do the electrical works, they do the mechanical works in the building and all. It's not that because they've tried to erect the structure, they now pack in their televisions, they pack in the chairs and inside. No, 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 no. They work like step by step. They first focus on the structure, and after they are done with the structure, they move further in the beauty on how to make the structure, how to make it beautiful. So this is the end of the slide for this. So I'll be trying to just show him. I'll be showing my screen shortly. I mean my Figma board shortly. So I plan to send show us a particular low fidel wireframe that I made in this afternoon, but think I'm having a little challenge. Let me try if I can still. Sorry, I will try. Let me try to try. I want to stop my screen. Okay, I think my laptop is lagging. PC is lagging seriously. Sorry, I'm so sorry. My screen is a bit lagging. I mean, my laptop is lagging. All right, let me just try it. If I could not stop this, let me just try to show us this. So sorry, my screen is a bit. Jesus. Sorry, please, is my screen still over there? Please, can someone confirm if my screen is still visible? All right.
Yes, you're saying.
Thank you. I'm so sorry. My laptop is lagging. Um, so sorry. My screen, my laptop. I don't know why is freezing this afternoon. You need to like this. Okay. Jesus Christ. I'm so sorry, my it's my laptop that is misbehaving over here. Please just kindly bear with me. We need to just work through together, and we try to upload that on our YouTube channel. Please kindly take note of that. Please try to watch, because if you didn't watch this, you might be lost when it comes to that assignment. Please kindly just try to